Hi y'all, my name is Tina. Welcome back to Reaction Row. Today I am watching the 7th and 8th episodes of Once Upon a Time from Season 1. Last we left off, there was an issue with the mine in the town. So Emma joined the police force and all of a sudden there was this like kind of shift in the town and there was a mine and Henry got stuck in it, and turns out that at the end, Regina threw a shard of glass that she had found back into the mine, and underneath the mine is the fairy tale land. So I guess the city is built on top of the fairy tale land because of the curse. We also got to see Jiminy Cricket's story, which I really enjoyed. I felt so bad for him. His parents were horrible people, and we got to see Geppetto as a child, which I have a question about that because Geppetto as a kid did not have an accent. His parents didn't have an accent either when they showed them, but grown man Geppetto has like an Italian accent. So I don't know, I think that's a little weird. So I'm really curious about that. I wanted to Google it, but I didn't because I'm trying to avoid spoilers. And someone told me that I should predict in my next video who I think some of the characters are. So I know that Ruby, the waitress, I think that's her name, Ruby, and her grandmother who owned like the bed and breakfast type place. From episode 1, I feel like they are Red Riding Hood and her grandmother's the wolf. But I do have a question about that because in the first episode when Emma was going to get a room, the grandmother was insulting her granddaughter. And she said something to the effect of Ruby going along the U.S. seaboard or something like that and causing problems for herself. But if nobody can leave the town, how did Ruby do that? I don't know. It's just a question that I have. Another question I have is the kids in Henry's class. So Henry is 10 years old. Henry ages, but nobody else in the town ages because they've been there for 28 years because Emma's 28 years old. She's come back. So for 28 years, nobody's aged but Henry, and he's 10 years old. So let's say he started aging at, when he's got there, which, first of all, how did he get there if nobody can leave the town? I guess somebody can come. I guess Mr. Gold somehow got someone to bring the child. I don't know. That's another question I have. But anyway, so Henry ages, but the kids in his class don't or shouldn't, or have they all? Okay, so are they all kids from Fairy Tale Land and they're all the same age as Henry and they've been that age for a long time? Or when Henry came to the town, does Regina still have magic to where she created babies the same age as Henry and then they grew up together? But the teachers don't notice that they're not aging, but the kids are. And are there teenagers in the town? Like, is Henry the oldest age in the town or the youngest age in the town? And I'm really curious about the kids. And if the kids are not aging, did no one else notice? And maybe that's why it's so easy for Henry to believe, because he's noticed that nobody's aging but himself. I don't know. Curious about that. So, like I said, there's a lot of stuff that I've been wanting to Google, but I don't want to get any spoilers and ruin things for myself because it is an old show. So I'm sure that, excuse me. Excuse me. I'm sure that there is a ton of information out there and my questions will be answered, but I don't want additional information. Now, as far as who I think is who, so I'm very curious about the sheriff and the doctor. So the sheriff, I think because when he was tracking David, there was little hints to Snow's story where she said that the Huntsman let her go, that he was tracking her. And then when he did find her, he let her go. And the evil queen, he didn't do what the evil queen wanted, which was to kill her. So I'm thinking that the sheriff, because they still kind of had those same tidbits when he was like tracking David, they kept mentioning how the woods was his thing, stuff like that. So I feel like he is the huntsman who did not kill Snow White. So that is my guess for him. As far as Dr. Whale, like, I have no idea. You know, I'm thinking of like doctors. I'm like, okay, is he Doc from the dwarves? Or is he, the only other thing I can think of is Dr. Frankenstein. And I used to think that this was just fairy tales, but with Midas, I feel like Midas is not really a fairy tale. It's more like mythology. So I'm thinking like, what if there's like Greek mythology in this and there's other stories? So if there are other stories, couldn't he be Dr. Frankenstein? I don't know. I really don't know who the doctor is. I'm so curious. But I think the huntsman is the sheriff because he's defying her also in the town because he hired Emma. So he defied her by saving Snow White in the fairy tale land. But he's also defying her by hiring Emma. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to get started on episode 7. Sorry that was such a long intro, but I just have like questions and I can't wait for all the answers to be revealed eventually. So I'm going to get started on episode 7 and 8, and I want to thank y'all for liking, subscribing, and sharing my videos. It's been a long week. I have been under the weather. This year has been really crazy as far as like my health and me getting sick ever since I had COVID for the first time in January. So it seems like I get sick very often. I had the long COVID and all that. So please bear with me as I film. I'm not filming as often this week as I normally do, but I'm trying to get there. And excuse my voice, and I might have to cough or pop in a cough drop or things like that. But I appreciate your support on YouTube and on Patreon. And I'm going to get started.
You've been avoiding me since last night when you saw me.
Leaving the mayor? And yes, that is a euphemism. I'm not avoiding you, Graham. I just have no interest in having this conversation. It's your life. I really don't care.
Can we please talk about this? I need you to understand.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe so I can understand.
You need analysis. Go talk to Archie.
I want to talk to you.
Well, your bad judgment is your problem, not mine.
You don't know what it's like with her. I don't feel anything. Can you understand that?
Bad relationship, yeah. I understand a bad relationship. I just don't want to talk about yours.
Look, I know you and Regina have your own issues, and I should have told you about that before you took the job.
Yeah, why the secrecy? We're all adults. You can do whatever you want.
Because I didn't want you to look at me the way you are now.
You care how I look at you.
Because...
What?
He's a wolf?
What the hell was that?
Did you see that?
How much have you been drinking? That
He's
was
a
way
wolf.
over the line.
Sorry.
I was so wrong.
You what?
I need to feel something.
Listen to me, Graham. You were drunk and full of regret. I get it. But whatever it is you were looking to feel, I can tell you one thing. You're not getting it with me.
These costumes. I love them.
She sought comfort with me. Sickening. I could have ended her miserable existence right there. Believe me, it was tempting.
It would have sated your soul.
The kingdom's still loyal to her. They would turn on me. They don't know the wretchedness inside her as I do.
What did
They
she
don't know what
do?
she did to me.
I want to know.
We must be delicate in this next phase. Her demise must be handled with care.
Oh, I was right. Okay. But is he a wolf too?
You have died so that I may live. Forgive me. Your sacrifice is honorable.
Oh.
I thank you.
Okay, so that's the wolf he saw.
Don't worry, boy. You won't go hungry tonight.
What is it?
The most intense dream. I was in the woods.
You know, Sheriff, They say that dreams are memories. Memories of another life.
What do you believe?
I never will have anything.
So Mr. Gold does remember.
Good luck, Sheriff. I do hope you find what you're looking for.
Who gardens in a forest? It's so silly. That ought to teach them to leave him alone.
He's perfect. Bring him to me.
I wonder at what point did she decide to start talking to her mirror? How did she know she could talk to the mirror? Unless she put that person in the mirror. Ah, it's so gorgeous, the scenery. Or is he still a wolf and he's just seeing himself? Like it's an image of himself?
Right, Margaret? Can I talk to you?
Graham, what's the matter? Are you okay?
I think we know each other.
Of course we do.
No, not from here. Not from Storybrooke.
From where then?
Another life.
Oh, maybe she'll start believing even more. Every time I see her, I'm gonna be like, oh my god, that outfit.
Do you have a name?
Stunning,
Or
I
shall
want that.
just call you the Huntsman? You're a tortured one, aren't you, Huntsman? Is this because your parents abandoned you to the wolves?
Those weren't my parents. All they did was give birth to me. The wolves are my family.
Oh, so he really was raised by wolves. Okay.
Indeed. I always felt there were two kinds of people. Wolves and sheep. Those who kill and those who get killed. And you, Huntsman, you are most certainly a wolf.
Why am I here?
I'd like you to kill someone for me. Can you do that?
A kill for me. Why would I do anything for you?
Because I have so much to offer. A place at my court. You will become my official huntsman.
I'm not interested in being a pet. This place is a cage.
You'd be awash in luxury, wanting for nothing.
You have an army at your disposal. What do you need of me?
My prey is beloved by all the kingdom. I need someone who won't be blinded by that. Someone without compassion. Someone who will have no qualms carving a heart out and bringing it back for my collection.
Well, he's honorable, though.
That's me.
As I suspected. Oh, so nothing's ever happened between the two of you. You forget, Miss Swan, I have eyes everywhere.
Nothing that meant anything.
Well, of course not. Because you're incapable of feeling anything for anyone. There's a reason you're alone, isn't there?
Pot
All due
calling the
respect,
kettle
The
black.
way I live my life is my business.
It is until it infringes on my life. Stay away from Graham. You may think you're doing nothing, but you're putting thoughts in his head. Thoughts that are not in his best interests. You are leading him on a path to self-destruction.
Is he gonna die? Oh, because he's getting sick.
I haunt you, yet you stop to compose a letter. I will never understand your kind.
I don't know these woods. You're obviously a skilled hunter. You'll find me. No matter what I do, I know how this ends.
Yes.
There's one thing that I ask that you do after you kill me. Please deliver this to the queen.
Your tricks won't work on me.
It's not a trick. Please give it to her. Tell her I mean every word.
Oh, what does it say? I mean, he obviously doesn't kill her, but still, like, I'm nervous. I'm nervous. Oh. He's a pretty crier.
Sound this when you need help.
What?
It's a whistle. It will bring you aid. You'll be led to safety. Now go, run.
I don't understand. You're not going to kill me.
Run!
What's really going on?
It's my heart, Emma. I need to find it.
Okay. So, how are you going to do that?
I just need to follow the wolf.
What? What wolf?
From my dreams. He's going to help me find my heart.
Sorry, I thought we were talking in a metaphor here. You really think you don't have a heart?
It's the only thing that makes any sense. It's the only thing that explains why I don't feel anything.
Listen to me, Bran. You have a heart. I can prove it.
Oh, is she not going to feel anything?
See? It's beating. It's real. Feel that? That is your heart.
No, it's a curse.
You can't really believe that's true.
What?
Oh, she sees it too. Be like, let's go follow it.
What is it?
It's my heart. It's in there.
Is it a mausoleum or something?
I simply found a black suits me. Now, tell me. Is Snow dead?
The young girl's heart as you requested. First, there's something I must do. Dearest stepmother, by the time you read this, I will be dead. I understand that you will never have love in your life
because of me.
It's only fitting.
So it's only fitting that I'll be denied that same joy as well. For the sake of the kingdom, I hope my death satisfies your need for revenge, allowing you to rule my father's subjects as they deserve, with compassion and a gentle hand. I know what you think you're doing is vengeance. I prefer to think of it as sacrifice for the good of all. With that in mind, I welcome the end. I want you to take my last message to heart.
I'm sorry. And I forgive you.
Oh, wow.
Don't tell me you're becoming a sheep.
She put others before herself, and yet you hate her. What did she do to you?
I shared a secret with her, and she couldn't keep it. And that betrayal cost me dearly. Now, show me her heart.
Oh, it's the deer's heart, isn't it? Wait a minute, are all those hearts? Ew. How am I supposed to like her? Everyone's like, oh, you're gonna like her eventually.
This isn't her heart. This isn't a human heart. What did you do?
It's gotta be in here. Somewhere. There's gotta be a hidden door. Lever. Something.
Graham, there's nothing in here.
There has to be. If there isn't, then
It's okay. It's going to be okay.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
This lady's everywhere.
What are you doing here?
Bringing flowers to my father's grave like I do every Wednesday.
don't blame her. It's my fault. I wanted to look in there.
Really? Why? What were you looking for?
Nothing. It was nothing.
You don't look well, dear. Let's take you home.
I don't want to go home. Not with you.
Ooh.
Oh? But you'll go with her.
Hey, this is between you two. Leave me out of it.
She's right. It's between us, and things have to change.
And I wonder why that is all of a sudden.
It has nothing to do with her. You know, I've realized that I don't feel anything, Regina. And I know now it's not me. It's you.
So you're leaving me for her.
I'm leaving you for me.
Yes, sir, Mr. Graham.
Graham, you're not thinking straight.
Actually, for the first time, I am. I'd rather have nothing than settle for less. Nothing is better than what we have. I need to feel something, Regina, and the only way to do that is to give myself a chance.
Graham.
I'm sorry. It's over.
I don't know what I ever did to you, Miss Swan, to deserve this. To have you keep coming after everything I hold
I
dear.
told you it's not her.
None of this happened until she got here.
I'm sorry. You're tough to think that maybe the problem isn't with me, but with you.
Excuse me?
Henry came and found me. Graham kissed me. Both were miserable. Maybe, Madam Mayor, you need to take a good hard look in the mirror and ask yourself why that is.
Yes, tell
Why
us.
is everyone running away from you?
Oh, shoot. I did not see that coming. Now that's a fight.
Not worth it.
Oh, shoot.
Did you think you can fool me with the heart of a stag? You're not going anywhere.
She doesn't deserve to die.
That's not up to you. I wanted a heart, and a heart I shall have.
What are you gonna do to me?
Ew.
You're not mine. My pet. And this is your cage. From this moment forward, you will do everything that I say. And if you ever disobey me, if you ever try to run away, all I have to do is squeeze.
She's gonna squeeze his heart in Storybrooke.
You okay?
Remember.
Graham?
Remember.
You remember what?
Thank you.
My God. Oh, I thought Rumpelstiltskin was like a magical being.
Don't take her!
Unless he's playing another role.
Don't take my baby!
Nonsense. She's a fine, strong girl. She'll make a fine soldier.
It's a mistake. She's turning 14, only 14!
Orders of the Duke. The Ogre Wars have taken their toll this season. More troops will turn the tide.
I lowered the age again, Papa.
Take her. She'll ride with me.
No! You can't have her!
Who's that?
The Dark One seems to think I can.
The Dark One.
You enjoy these with your boy. Your time together is precious, you know. That's the thing about children. Before you know it, you lose them.
Oh no. Okay, so Rumpelstiltskin was a man before he became Rumpelstiltskin. And then when he's making deals, he wants a child. So maybe he lost his boy, who said he was going to turn 14 in 3 days. And that's why he wants firstborn children? No.
Thought we could use them together.
I didn't know that Rumpelstiltskin was an actual human.
Thanks.
Guess we'll find out.
Come on.
I'm excited. He's my favorite character so far. So
Weeks.
I think we should stop Cobra stuff for a while. You don't play with the curse. Look what happened to Graham.
Mhm.
Henry, I told you they did an autopsy. It's totally natural causes.
Okay, whatever. You don't believe. Good. That should keep you from messing with it.
Oh,
and getting
Henry.
killed.
You're worried about me?
She killed Graham because he was good. And you're good.
Henry.
Good loses. Good always loses. Because good has to play fair. Evil doesn't. She's evil.
She definitely
This
is.
probably best. Don't want to upset her anymore.
Go on now, come on, come on.
But it'll be nice to see his story.
It feels wrong to run away.
It's worse to die, son. Not having you taken away to that ogre's war. Arms for the poor, arms for the poor. Yes. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Are we sure there's no other way?
Oh, I can't lose you, Bay. You've all I've got left, son. You don't understand what war is like. What they do to you. Quick, hide. In the ditch, hide. Go, go.
Stop right there.
Oh no.
What are you doing on the King's Road?
We have some wool to sell at the fair at Longbourns.
I know you don't. What was your name? Hmm? Spindleshanks. Threadwhistle.
Hobblefoot.
His name's Rumpelstiltskin.
Hush, boy.
Rumple. Ah, the man who ran. Is this your boy? How old is he? What's your name?
I'm Balfire and I'm 13.
When's your birthday?
In 2 days'
Hush,
time.
boy.
Did you teach him how to run as well, Rumpelstiltskin? Did he tell you? Did he tell you how he ran and the ogres turned the tide of the battle and all the others were killed? And he returned home to a wife who could not bear the sight of him.
Please.
You see, women do not like to be married to cowards.
Please don't speak to my boy like that.
Oh.
It's treason to avoid service. Take the boy now.
No. What do you want?
What do I want? You have no money, no influence, no land, no title, no power. The truth is, all you really have is fealty. Kiss my boot.
I don't understand.
You asked my price. Kiss my boot.
He wants to humiliate him in front of his kid.
Come on, boy.
Kiss my boot!
No wonder he became Rumpelstiltskin. He had no power before.
You need to choose a different path. Choose. What choice do I have? Everyone has a choice. I'm the turned coward. The only choice I have is which corner to hide in. I'm lame. Friendless. The only thing I've got is my boy.
Oh, he loves his son so much.
And you're going to take him away from me. If you take him away, I will truly become dust. Not if you have power. If you were to steal the dagger, then you would control the Dark One yourself, and then no one would be able to take your son away from you.
Who is this man?
To keep a man like the Dark One as a slave? No, I can't. I'd be terrified. Then perhaps, instead of controlling the power, you need to take it. We are, after all, both invested in the common good. We're just picking different sides.
Well, I think you picked a really slow horse this time. It's not like you to back a loser.
She hasn't lost yet.
She will.
This time.
Never underestimate
How many
someone's
times has there
child.
been?
He's not her child.
I bet it was anyone who was fighting fire with.
Alright, come on, let's go. We gotta get out of here. Can't move! You have to get me out! Help me!
Did she plan that?
I mean, it would.
Why does that matter?
Because one buttons.
Is he going to lose his son anyways? Probably, because we don't see his son in the town.
It's not like we were really in danger. Next time I'll just, oh, you know what? Next time I'll do the same thing. And the time after that, because that is what decent human beings do. That's what good people do.
This is how good wins. Do something good and people see it and then they want to help you.
Maybe you're right.
You see, Henry? We don't have to fight dirty.
I've been right here, Miss Swan.
Take a whiff. It smells like your sheep crap oil. Turns out it's flammable.
Wow. Are you sure? There's some construction working on at City Hall at the moment. There's loads of flammable solvents used in construction.
Why did you do it?
If I did it. If I did it, that would be because you cannot win without something big. Something like, oh, I don't know, being the hero in a fire.
How could you even know I
That's a
could do it?
Rumpelstiltskin
Maybe
move.
Regina's not the only one with eyes and ears in this town, or maybe I'm just intuitive. Where I involved.
I could have run him after there.
Don't not the type.
I can't go along with this.
You just did. This is just the price of election, Miss Swan.
Price I'm not willing to pay.
Is he just trying to beat Regina, or he just wants power back? What is his end game? Oh, I hope his boy doesn't die, but I have a feeling he's going to. And all of this would have been for nothing. And that's why he goes. Or maybe he goes evil with power and his boy leaves him after all. Like, I don't know. Like he scares his boy.
Henry, I want to show him that good can actually win.
That's why you want to win it for him, but why do you want to win the election for yourself?
That is why. I want to show him that a hero can win. And if I'm not a hero and I'm not the savior, then what part do I have in his life? Okay, there it is.
There it is.
Oh, she doesn't want to lose him. I'm gonna tear up again. That darn Mr. Gold.
Fine, son, I'm fine. I need you to go home. Wait for me there.
Okay, please. I have a bad feeling.
Right, this is something I have to do on my own. Go home, son.
Oh, I don't want him to.
I'll be back. You go.
He's gonna abandon him, or is he gonna pass away and he's gonna go back home and his son's not gonna be there? Or is the power going to take over and he's gonna abandon his own son?
Zoso. I summon thee.
That's the old man? Oi!
You were asking for me.
Submit! Oh, dog boy. I control you.
Yes, you do. Wield the power wisely. You means it's your son's birthday. I bet Hodor and his men are already on their way to your house.
Oh,
No, they can't take him.
he's not gonna make it in time.
Control them. You control me.
Try to see his face. Is it the old man?
Was he really your child at all? Unlike you, he's not a coward and yearns to fight and die.
Did his wife have an affair?
What a poor bargain that would be, to lay down your soul to save your bastard son. So I ask you, what would you have me do? Die.
It was him.
Rebecca, looks like you made a deal you didn't understand. I don't think you're gonna do that again. You told me to kill you. My life was such a burden. You'll see.
But here's the thing. The fire was a setup. Mr. Gold agreed to support me in this race, but I didn't know that that meant he was going to set a fire. I don't have definitive evidence, but I'm sure. And the worst part of all this is, I let you all think it was real. And I can't win that way. I'm sorry. Hey, Henry. What's this for?
You stood up to Mr. Gold. It's pretty amazing.
Well, he did something illegal.
That's what heroes do. Expose stuff like that. I shouldn't have given up on Operation Cobra.
Oh.
I thought I might find you here. With a drink. And my son.
Here to card me, officer?
Well, not at all. In fact, I think I'll join you.
Here? I don't know. I think they're setting up a back room for the victory party.
Well, you'll have to tell me what that's like.
She still won?
Congratulations. Sheriff Swan.
Wait, what?
It was a very close vote, but people really seem to like the idea of a sheriff brave enough to stand up to Mr. Gold.
Are you joking?
She isn't joking.
You didn't pick a great friend in Mr. Gold, Miss Swan. But he does make a superlative enemy.
Dark one.
No. Who are you?
Have you forgotten me already? What was it you used to call me again? Spindleshanks? Hobblefoot?
Papa?
Rumpelstiltskin.
Wonderful. And now you shall know me as the new Dark One. How about a little fealty? Kiss my boot.
No, Papa!
Papa? What has happened to you?
You're safe, Bay.
Oh, I don't want him to.
No. I'm frightened.
I'm not. I protected what belongs to me. And I'm not scared of anything.
I knew his son was going to be scared of him. Oh my god, but please don't let him murder his son. Like, I can't. I love how much he loved him even though he knew that that wasn't his son by blood.
Sheriff's Jack. I thought you might want it after all.
Oh, I love this little pink situation.
I'm armed, right?
It's all part of the act, my dear. Political theatre in an actual theatre. And you no one was going to vote for you unless we gave you some kind of extraordinary quality. And I'm afraid saving old Regina's arse from the fire just wasn't going to do that. We had to give you a higher form of bravery.
We?
They had to see you defy me. And they did.
No way. There's no way you planned that.
Everyone's afraid of Regina. And they're more afraid of me. By standing up to me, you won them over. It's the only way.
You knew I'd agree.
Oh, yeah. I know how to recognize a desperate soul.
Why did you do this?
We made a deal some time back, Miss Swan. Established that you owed me a favor. I know that can be a bad feeling, owing someone. Now that you're sheriff, I'm sure we'll find some way for you to pay back what you owe me.
Congratulations.
I always wondered why he had a limp as Mr. Gold. As Mr. Gold, he had a limp, but as Rumpelstiltskin, he didn't. I always wondered why he used a cane. I guess I know now when we've seen his story. So crazy. I hope that his son... Oh, I have a feeling that his son's going to leave him. Like they're going to remain together for a little while and his son is going to be so fearful, but as he gets older, maybe he'll leave him. I'm just hoping that he doesn't turn on his son because we don't see him in the town. So that makes me believe that he is no longer alive. Ah, and poor Graham. Graham was so... First of all, it makes me really uncomfortable that she kept Graham in her bed and he had no way of objecting. And that makes me really uncomfortable. And I wonder, I'm guessing that the wolf is the grandma, the one with the red eye, but I could be wrong. Maybe it was a different wolf. And maybe it's not Red Riding Hood's grandma wolf, but that's what I'm thinking. And how crazy that Mr. Gold used Emma or knew how to get people to vote for Emma. He's always one step ahead. We thought Regina was, but maybe Mr. Gold is going to defeat her. He must remember everything too. And then Regina said, oh, what are you going to do now? So obviously they've been in, or like you're going to use her against me now. So obviously Rumpelstiltskin and Regina have come to heads before, right? Like they've bumped heads, they've argued, they've maybe even in the town. We don't know how many times she reset the curse for people not to remember. It's been 28 years. So it makes me also wonder, does time go differently in Fairy Tale Land than it does in the town? Because Ella, who was pregnant in Fairy Tale Land, come here, baby, was also pregnant in the town. So it makes you wonder, she's been pregnant for 28 years and no one's questioned it. I guess, I mean, they didn't have the ability to question it, but Henry would have noticed for 10 years, this woman pregnant, this 19-year-old girl. I don't know. It's really weird. See, I have all these like questions. My mind thinks about everything like that. And I know it's not all going to make sense, but it makes me wonder. Those were some really good episodes. I'm glad we got some more background on some of the other characters. And I guess we'll see what's going to happen. I cannot stand Regina. Like, I am so over her. I don't even want to see her face. Like, she makes this snooty face that I hate so much because she knows that she's winning or she's in charge and nobody knows anything. Like, it just annoys me. And I hope Emma somehow defeats her. So I'm going to go ahead and end there. I want to thank y'all for liking, subscribing, and sharing my videos. And if you'd like full unedited reactions, you can subscribe on Patreon. The link is in the description box. I hope you have an amazing day. Bye.